How are you doing today, good viber? So yeah, they are super duper excited. We're all excited for this picker card reading. I asked on my Instagram stories, I did a little polls to see what topic I should do, and the majority wanted to know their galactic origins, and I think this is a very exciting topic, and I'm very excited to just hop right into it and see what characteristics your galactic origins have. Okay, so we're going to be diving into specific characteristics. You might be more familiar with the species that these characteristics stem from. I personally believe that there are many galactic beings out there, and I don't even bother trying to label them as so with different species and species. Oh my goodness, that's a good pun. But with that being said, I just wanted to do this pick a card reading so that we can see, what characteristics does your soul family, those galactic beings that are so lovingly helping you even here on this realm and have brought you here to this video so that you can explore more of the characteristics of where you come from. So we are very excited, okay? They are super excited. So they're like, hurry up, let's get into it. So of course, my friend, we have group 1 and we have group 2. Allow yourself to just take a moment, and whichever side your eyes resonate, roll to, your head turns, that is probably the pile for you. Yes. So if you feel both led to them, then maybe there is a message or characteristics from both piles. But without further ado, let's start with group 1, group 2, see you down below. Okay, so group 1. So you guys, I'm very excited to really, there are a lot of beings around here right now, and they're very excited to see what comes through. And yes, so I'm very excited. Let's just look into the card that I have created for you, group 2. I have painted this beautiful card for you. They want you to look at it upside down as well. And now let us read the back of the card. They wanted me to read it in light language, but I told them not everyone may be able to understand with their mind. So your card says eccentric. Eccentric. It says tantalizing, calm, thunder rolls through my veins, branching fingers from my palm, each one called different names. Watch what is going on through the lightning moment frames. I'm going to read it again, one more time. Eccentric says, tantalizing calm, thunder rolls through my veins, branching fingers from my palm, each one called different names. Watch what is going on through the lightning moment frames. Wow. They're like, you can see, some of you might be able to see them through the moments. Really, if you are conscious and in that flow state, that moment of endless time, and you are able to sense and they're able to perceive, you might forget it because it's so fast that it like goes in a flash. But you branch from a very light is literally what you will branch from. They want you to remember this light, this stemming energy of. Can you feel it? Wow, a lot of activations happening right now. Okay, all right, I love. Okay, so that was very lovely, very beautiful card. And guess what? If you want to read the poem, I will have it in the poetry book, All for One, that will be going on a pre-sale soon. Just had to selflessly promote out there. Okay, so let's actually see what characteristics Can we get some information on their origin characteristics? Any abilities that they might be familiar with? Any characteristics that are identifiable? Okay, Gurumbarashiam, you might be from water element, really coming out strong. Rumbaroshandorobantiashiantam back in Atlantean times, you might have shown yourself. Sun just wanted to come out and say hello, so wonderful time. Okay, because the Ten of Swords come out, and I think that the sun is more of a do not be afraid kind of energy when we see the Ten of Swords in reverse. Lots of telepathy, lots of communication coming through. It seems that you guys were definitely more levitating, like weightless beings. Yeah, definitely very weightless beings. I'm also seeing that you are technologically very advanced species. I'm saying that from a you know, your UFOs, if you believe or not, were very they're very very good, and you had a lot of technology that allowed you to defy gravity, literally. I mean, for us humans that's like what, but it's pretty typical normal stuff. I'm also seeing that your homeland might have been going through a famine or some kind of drought. I'm picking up on that with the branches over here, and that's what's being called over. Some of you actually might have been a tree or come from a tree species. There's a lot of mental communication. Almost all communication was done through non-actionable actions, all through mental telepathy, teleportation. I'm really picking up on that as well. You might have been actually very small, if that makes sense. Not that size really matters like that, but I'm getting this picture of many particles, and they come together and they kind of build up, almost like ants, but if ants were round cylindrical orbs that could transform with their communication of telepathy, if that makes sense. Yeah. Much like ants, kind of like with the tribe and everything. That's okay, so the rest of your cards jumped out. Very neat, very clean. So we have 6 more cards to go over, and I will then again one more time address the back of deck energy. You guys seem to be travelers, so that makes a lot of sense for the kind of technology that you were developing to explore other worlds, I'm getting. And you know, this could have been because of your planet's situation. You needed to go to explore other places to find a balance, find some peace, to explore different resources. I'm really getting that. That is a big reason why you guys came. It also something about male and feminine when they split their ways, or looking for that kind of divine connection. Again with the water too, a lot of picking up on a lot of water, so definitely there could be more aquatic kind of beings, or you might have resided on a place where there was a lot of water. You lived in the water. You were used to that feeling of being surrounded by water. And yeah, picking up on Atlantean times as well. But this is also more out of this earth energy that I'm getting. So maybe where Atlanteans came, or Lemuria. It's just popping out here with the Sphinx. Lemuria, okay, that's what they want to say. I don't really use or specify origins like that, but that is what is coming out. Okay, again, a lot of the words or the origins I don't have like the English words for yet, I guess. But okay, so we're gonna be looking at a little bit about, I want to say mind, body, soul. Okay, so the mental construct or the collective consciousness of where you have come from, with the Emperor being in reverse, number 4 being in reverse. There is an extreme sense of flexibility here, and possibly the male energy, or that masculine energy, that groundedness, that physicality that we have here on Earth was not something that these beings are, used to at all. It's very heavy here on Earth. I'm getting that you might feel this as well still, that the creation is kind of, it feels off or imbalanced to some. The masculine creation force just seems a bit weaker. Maybe it's a little bit stronger when there isn't as much physical weighing on it. That is what I'm getting. I'm also getting, again, a lot of telepathy, a lot of clairvoyance, a lot of seeing things. Like, you guys have the ability to take, those memories and visions, and you share almost this collective consciousness, again with the orb, the cylindrical orb, and what I had said in the beginning about these beings that are really just like these round circles that combined can turn into anything, is kind of what I'm getting here. And very much you share this one memory. It is not like a fixed memory, but it is always kind of changing, very flexible. So I see with the Emperor being in reverse that you are always creating in a way where, let us say, I do not remember if the masculine breaks down and the feminine builds up, but I'm getting that there is just an addition to this to your consciousness, and that is a part of the galactic. Like, there are no such thing as memories per se. It's almost as if you have access to everything in the past, the present, and the future. Your galactic origin, the beings that we're tapping in, viewer, that are, you're here for a reason and you're listening to this for a reason. They share collective memories together. They're able to feel those memories and those experiences whenever they wish, almost like pressing on this video and watching this video. That is what I'm kind of getting, but in a collective, of course, nothing is needed. It is all telepathically done. That is really what I'm getting for the mind when it comes to characteristics of where you come from. There seems to be, the landscape seems to be kind of very smooth and possibly cloudy. This could be a lot of clouds. I pick up on water, even though, I pick up on water, and a kind of a smooth landscape for the most part, not barren per se. Your technology keeps things alive, but that there definitely is a time where possibly this the origin place was possibly a bit more, luscious, greener, and thriving a little bit more. Okay, so let me not ramble on too much about that. We're going to move on now to a little bit about the physical characteristics of the beings that want to come through. Okay, so the first card that we're going to be exploring is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is really showing me that these beings they could be very tall, slim, slender. They could have certain very emphasized dark qualities to them, but overall they seem to be kind of light, kind of colorless. I am picking up on grays. But I'm also picking up on forest nymphs. that kind of energy as well. So there is Octorian, did I say Octorian? I literally, again, okay, Arcturian, that's coming through, so it is what it is. It's the eyes down here, I'm seeing like eyes, like if I don't know, flip this over, this is like a being, I don't know, this is like the eyes in the shape of this, and they would be floating, and this would be like how they travel, if that makes sense. That is what I'm seeing through the Ace of Swords card. Wow. Okay, so take what you will from that. I definitely get that they do very much adorn and like nature a lot, that they either decorate themselves with natural objects or they disguise themselves through the use of nature. I'm getting that they definitely have this ability to, in the physical realm, let's say shapeshift. Yeah, I'm getting shapeshift with the clouds and the sunlight and the sword in itself and its reflective qualities, that they can mirror other objects very well. But yeah, they're very intuitive. They're very like all-knowing again. They hear a lot, or they might have horns as well. Okay, weird. They might be into bondage. Okay, so we're going to move on to temperance now. And temperance is again further clarifying for the physical body of what we got going on here. So the physical characteristics with temperance, there is, again with the land and sea, I see that this being could be in between these two, and I'm not sure how to describe being in between both the land and the sea. Possibly we are the best explanation, but that doesn't do much justice for how they are. They definitely can be just signs of light, like I'm getting with that crown over there. They could just come in as light, absolutely, again with the light over here in the crown dropping down. There's a lot of light that is just coming through, and even when we look at the Ace of Swords with the light peeking through the clouds, that they might find it easiest when, if they ever contact you here on the physical, to come as light, because it is just easiest for them to move around in this realm. Yeah, they might actually come out as an angel as well. They have maybe very angel-like characteristics. I think it just started snowing, or I just saw a snowflake, so I'm definitely getting with white orbs coming through as those kind of things. Again, with the orbs, yeah, they definitely probably are coming through as white orbs, because that is like a big part of, I'm just seeing that you split from this big orb and grew in a way. So with that being said, they definitely have very angelic-like qualities. If we were to look a little further with the wings and temperance, and just with the Ace of Swords, I pick up on Archangel Michael high key right now. So, you know, maybe you see Archangel Michael, or you've connected, or they are a part of your soul family, your soul origin has some something to do with that, because that's kind of what I'm picking up here. That's what I'm picking up here. Yeah, there's a lot of reflective material, so there's a lot of reflections, and I keep getting shapeshifters because they like to reflect back your thoughts and your reality through manifesting themselves in the physical, through something that can communicate it and reflects back to you, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So they really are a divine reflection. They really do physically, like, they can very much blend into whatever environment they're in through this technique of reflecting whatever environment they are in and shape-shifting in the way that best suits them. So moving on, let's just go to a little bit about the soul and what is going on over there. What characteristics about your soul origin, about any galactic, origins do you need to hear right now. So with the Justice, ooh, okay, they want me to talk about this one first. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, for me, it immediately represented the 7 chakras. Patience is also coming through really high key, and for some, this is actually a flow state. Even though in this 7 of Pentacles, we see that he is not looking like he's really enjoying himself. There's a lot of waiting. I'm getting that this is a very patient soul. This is a very, a fostering kind of growth that is coming through. With Justice here, it is, again, I keep looking at the sword and the reflection, and I'm seeing with even the scales that you are like this divine reflection, that the shape-shifting is meant to show a direct reflection of your soul. Yeah, condition English. So it looks like ganda shindorum bambara condition bara. Let me see if I can translate real fast. This is almost funny. Okay, so there is a feeling of, at this utter completement, your reflection is balanced in such a way. Your soul is coming from a very powerful place of balance. I'm getting that you coming down here on earth right now, you come to grow the patience in the collective, but not only that, there is a feeling of serving your justice by reflecting and being, in a way, shapeshifters to other people. Not that you are physically shapeshifting, you do have assistance though when they are around you, but I am getting more of a the more patience you are able to show, the more you're able to assist and grow. More patience you show, the more you shall grow. I apologize, fam. This is kind of a long reading, and I'm like, the communication is coming out very strong. I guess they're very excited to communicate about your galactic origins, but there is just this feeling, you know, of completeness within your chakras, and they did show me this as a spine, and these are the 7 chakras, and they are aligned and in balance, and that this allows for further communication with the crown to happen, okay, with them, and that you are, you're a vessel for communication. You're a vessel to reflect back this divinity to other beings. You are this vessel that is very balanced, okay? Not only do we have justice, but we also have temperance, and you have the emperor, so, and you have Ace of Swords. So this is like the sword of justice coming through, okay? You have a very noble soul in that sense. You know, your galactic origins come from a place where they are seeing kind of what's going on in humanity, and you came down here, your soul came down here because it wanted to serve, it wanted to balance what it could, it wanted to reflect to humanity what needs to be balanced. So that is a big part of your galactic origin and the characteristics I'm seeing that your soul is possessing. So wow, like this rating is totally blowing my mind, and I hope that it blowed your mind as well. Press a thumbs up if you like this reading, if you found it insightful. I'd love to know, you know, if you have any information on your galactic origins that you'd like to share, because I'm always interested in loving to learn more about that stuff. So let me know in the comments down below. Of course, if you'd like a private reading, you can use my email down below to get in contact with me, or DM me on Instagram, and we can set one up for you. And yeah, fam, I'm really thankful that you were able to just join me, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I sincerely thank you and love you, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Let me get water. So it's group 2's turn. How are you doing today, group 2? So, kundari handara shu, how are you doing? And wow, if it isn't you, group 2, now I know I already said that, and I know you're ready to hop into your reading today to just see what galactic origin, you know, what characteristics does your galactic origin have, okay? That is what we're going to be looking into in this reading. It is so calm. It is so calm. I'm honestly like, wow. Okay, so let us read your card. As you can see, your star family, if you will, other beings that are connected to our souls are coming through, and they are very excited to see what comes through, as well as I am. So let us see what your card has to say. Your card is titled Deception, and Deception says, "You seemed so sure of what you knew, yet their words unpure, far from the truth. Is there a cure for this blinding clue? Remove the lies and reveal what is true." Huh, interesting. Let's read it one more time, shall we? You seemed so sure for what you knew, yet their words impure, far from the truth. Is there a cure for this blinding clue? Remove the lies and reveal what is true. Okay? Okay, group 2? So, deception. Wow, that is a very powerful card. I think that, don't be alarmed. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, what does this mean? Okay, some people might be like, reptilian vibes, 100%. These 2 dots keep drawing my attention, but I don't know. There's this feeling of the tongue telling lies as well. Now, before we go and despise and all of the lies, let's just drop any judgment, okay? I'm very excited to see what comes through and why this card was channeled, because again, when I was drawing this card, by the way, if you want to read this poem again and many other poems, for yourself, then I will have this in my poetry book, All for One, that is going to be pre-launched very, very shortly. So with that being said, keep your eye out for that. But back on your reading, hashtag self-promotion, we see that when I was channeling this writing and this poem, I felt like there was, yet their words impure, far from the truth. Is there a cure for this blinding clue? You have this very high connection with source, if that makes sense. Like, your soul absolutely does. So it might get boring. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So let's just see what characteristics want to come out for your soul origin. Okay, I did see the Devil and the Magician coming out, so go figure. So let's just see though. For group 2, can we please get their soul, their galactic origin, characteristics. Eight of Rods. So for this, I'm actually envisioning almost like a cell splitting or going through mitosis when they are tearing apart and becoming 2, okay? That is what I'm seeing with Eight of Rods. I'm definitely seeing that this is a shift split, a quick shift, a falling of swords, a poking of the wands, poking of the wands. But in other ways, it's also an evolution. So your soul is very much evolving, if that makes sense. It's evolving, it's splitting, it's expanding, which is to be expected. The Eight of Rods is also making me feel overall that you quickly go into action, you quickly pursue your passions. Your soul is some of the creator's most potent creations, if that makes sense, okay? What do I mean by that? And temperance just popped out for a second there, and there's a balance to all of this. So like, I 100% respect and know that this is like very good stuff. There's not negativity. Nine of Rods wanted to say hello in reverse, so drop your guard, okay? With that being said, your soul's essence is very much some of the creator's most potent creations because of the speed in which you are able to manifest. It is bombardando, instantaneous. Before maybe you even finish your thought, these things come through, and that is coming through with what I'm seeing here. In the physical realm, you are the master. You can touch anything you want, and you can create it. Maybe there are rules, but you always can push the rules because you want to see what bounds. You need to test the limits. You are like a tester in a way. 3 cards. Any more want to come out? Okay, if more want to come out, they can come out. I know my eyeballs just went like, what? Because you guys got death for the back of deck energy. So, angels of death, or what can I say with this card? Yeah, like your soul might know death very well. It might have come from, you know, death itself. But you have a different perspective on life and the meaning of life. Wow. There is so much coming out with just this death card, with the black flag and what we see as like a white lotus flower in there. This divine crown connection, this understanding of one, of source, of creator. It is, you know, you are the blank canvas, which it can be I was going to say destroyed, and in a way it is displayed in a new light, literally. Your soul is very powerful, okay? You know, the creator made you this way. Again, they gave you some of the most potent creation force energy that they ever created, and that is a part of your soul. Like, wow. With the death being here, and what number is that? 13. So 13, so we have 4, but you are a vital part of the structure of creation of the universe. You are very much needed. Yes, you are very much a big factor to, if anything is to be created, then this part of your soul, this part of, almost I want to say the destroyer, but in such a graceful and peaceful way, with what we see when someone passes and how these people are just lying down so peacefully. It is really a respectful part of the soul. So let's just look into galactic origins. Okay, galactic origins. All right, so when we talk about galactic origins, there could have been like kind of a famine or something that happened in your home planet. I'm not even getting famine, more of like a war of sorts. Okay, I'm getting that you could have taken over another planet. Actually, it's really what I'm getting here, that you wanted the resources, or resources, you wanted to root into some, so that, you know, this is kind of like not divide and conquer, but more like just conquer kind of energy I'm getting from your origins. Okay, if we're gonna look at the Galactic energy, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, this is kind of, like reptilians. I'm gonna get in with like that armor right there. Okay, with the scales, definitely a little bit of reptilian. Okay, so with that being said, that makes sense. Okay, there's definitely a purpose to this, and that is a part of your origin. Okay, if you didn't already know, now you know. Okay, but of course I don't really know. I'm just speculating here, okay, but let's look a little deeper. Okay, other than having this very powerful manifestation force with the 8 of Rods, as we discussed, and being able to test the bounds and limits of creation itself, you also have this understanding of infinity that is beyond something that I can personally express at this moment. So that's the overall theme that we're seeing for your soul. Now, you guys also have your 3 cards, and let's just go into it. These are the cards that wanted to come out, so let's just talk about them. So here we have the 2 10 of Swords. 2 of Swords is coming through the okay, so you guys definitely can interfere with other people's thought forms. That's why the Two of Swords wanted to come through, okay? Because I just experienced that. Thank you. So with that being said, you are very skilled in not mental weaponry. Mental weaponry, is that the thing? Your mind, your collective galactic origin mind, that collective consciousness is very good at mental, I don't want to say confusion, but confusion is coming through. Intrusion is a word that I guess would be more best fit, and interference also. I'm getting that, it's so interesting because this card came out for the last pile as well, but it's now has such a totally different meaning, and and certain things are sticking out a little bit more, literally sticking out. You are masters at getting people's attention and leading their attention. So in a way that it is almost like the collective attention is one in the way that it can be led, and if there is one person leading it all, I don't really know about that, but holy moly, the way that you're able to destroy ideas and beliefs and to change them, it is like this very powerful influence that your origin of galactic, beingness has over here, okay? So that's coming out pretty strong, okay? The attention grabbers, if you will, the shadow lurkers, in a way, because you always pay attention to those shadows for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. No. This is just more of the energy that I'm picking up on. Okay, so mentally though, just know that, the characteristics that your soul origin has is that they are able to do things that that might be going against nature in a very natural way. Okay, so that is a characteristic that's coming out here. Okay, moving on. So you guys have for your body, what kind of characteristics do we see for the body of these galactic beings? When we see the Chariot, we see that they are master shifters of feminine and masculine energy. They can, I'm seeing that they are both. Yeah, so they don't really have a gender like that. They have both. Maybe they can choose which one they want to be in for a certain space. I'm not sure how time and space works from the galactic origins, but I'm not getting that gender is really that it's a thing for them at all. Ooh, okay, so looking at that blue, that they really want me to show, like, bring attention. Do you like my nails? They really want to show attention to that kind of blue pearl on his hat. And that is expression of the third eye, or expression of the crown. So expression of their own higher beliefs is getting through here really fast. And not only are they able to express their higher beliefs, they're able to manifest those higher beliefs into the physical reality. Yeah, so that is really what I am getting with this. They are able to create portals and vortexes to call down these higher galactic beings as they express themselves as, and are able to manifest in the physical reality. So that is really what I'm getting for physical characteristics. They're also really good at reading other people's subconscious minds, or if someone tries to interfere with their own subconscious or whatever's going on there, they're able to almost have this like defense mechanism in a way, or make it super simple, like what's going on, or they're able to confuse them in a way by showing like a separate self from them. So they are able to be separate selves, or der kundot standoro batata yondo dokandar de shintoro shandoro bambarata yondo de trying to find the right words to express how the physical of their nature almost like clones in a way. I'm seeing like clones, I guess is the best way. They're able to separate themselves, but also that is but all of the uniqueness is still the same. I'm not sure what that means, but that is what is coming through, so take it as you will. Yeah, so I'm always like very I don't know what the word is, interested when I get these kind of things. Okay, so their eyes actually could be kind of big, or it could be very dark. I'm getting very dark eyes, kind of big, and they could have eyes everywhere. That is a physical trait that wants to be there, like everywhere. Yeah, so really interesting for physical trait stuff. They also could have scales. I am getting that, kind of armored. You know, they're definitely armored with, we see the chariot, and their way of transportation is definitely different. I'm seeing that they're probably going through portals to tell for their transportation and way of transportation. I'm not really picking up on like they walk places or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, and they do have like a very civilized kind of way of living. Okay, they live in communities or groups. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to be looking at the last card, which is for your soul, or you know, we're talking about galactic origins. What are some soul characteristics that we can pick up on here? And what we have here is what, the 6 of rods, 7 of rods, and you have the 8 of rods, and we just have the 7 of pentacles. What? Okay, so with the 7 of rods in reverse, there is this feeling of they always get what they are looking for, and a lot of the times it is so easy that it almost becomes like, you know, when you always get what you're looking for, and sometimes you're not looking for the best thing, but then you get it because that's what you're looking for. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Okay, I'm getting with the 7 of rods that they, again with the swiftness, and with the 8 of rods, that they are moving towards what their soul mission is, and they are fearless in this fact that you might see that your passions reflect, their passions really reflect what they're doing. All of their actions are a reflection of this divine mission that they are very aware of, and directly being almost like not controlled, but they're so aware of it, and they are in an honorable place, displaying creation through this way of defamation. I'm not even going to try to explain myself on that one. So 7 of rods really gives me this vibe of they might be seen as the fallen hero in a lot of these stories, okay, if we were to look at, but they're very honorable, and they do this with without a doubt, in a way that leaves them prideful and, you know, accepting of what is to come, of what they have accepted to do. Soul characteristics anymore. Okay, so I'm also getting, yeah, dude, like reptilian is coming out a little bit here and there, and that is very cool. I'm also getting some kind of orc like being, and I'm also getting a kind of cyclops like being as well. You know, take it as you will. But I'm also picking up on there's like a certain level of calmness and like confidence that this soul has. They are not worried about, like, I don't want to say their actions, but they know that they're acting in the way that is best to be moved towards, and they do this with such a level of confidence and pride that it is very noticeable. You know, that's what I'm really picking up on here. Yeah. So, fam, if you like that reading, If it resonated with you, press that thumbs up so I know. So right now, and without further ado, fam, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know, what you think you are, if this resonated. I don't know what's going to come up. I, didn't know what I was going to write on the card this morning. So it's always an adventure to see what comes through. Without further ado, if you would like to book your own personal private reading, then let me know. Down below is my email. You can also DM me on Instagram, and I will get back to you on that. Without further ado, I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and hit subscribe if you are still watching this and you haven't already, my friend. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. Have a peaceful day. Namaste.